Welcome, and today we talk about the secrets behind XRP. Secrets like why Ripple met with Trump in a secret and proposed XRP as a bridge currency for the whole financial system. And also that all banks are preparing themselves to begin with launching CBDCs using the XRP ledger. Welcome to Limbo XRP, and do not forget to subscribe if you want to know more about XRP and other cryptocurrencies every day. Why XRP? XRP is using distributed ledger consensus, which is perfectly made for central bank digital currencies. It is not an easy task for central banks to run a digital currency if it is not governed well enough. That is why the ledger is giving banks the freedom to build and pilot CBDCs on the XRP ledger. With this technology, banks can recover from debt, which has increased significantly because of the pandemic. Banks, and especially the United States dollar, need a solution as soon as possible, and that is why XRP is being regulated at the moment. There have been many rumors and secrets about XRP. For example, why Ripple officially met with Donald Trump and discussed opportunities for a new technology for a financial system. As you can see, Trump doesn't like Bitcoin or Ethereum because of proof of work, which is mainly being done in China. Ripple clearly explained why they are different and why they can provide technology that is far better than anything before. Recently, Ripple have been promoting a CBDC white paper which was there for almost 2 years. Why now? And why is no one talking about this? Secrets behind XRP. In a few months, it will be very clear that the digital dollar is going to run on RippleNet. But as of now, they are not saying what technology they are using to test and build these CBDCs. While Ripple is already very active in Asia and all parts of the world, it just misses their regulation in the USA to start really handling all the money. We are on the brink of a dollar collapse, and it is inevitable. All the professional investors like Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki are saying that the dollar is the worst thing that you can have now. Its value is dropping at a rapid pace, and they printed more than 20% of all the money in just this recent year. All of this is connected to a new financial system which includes XRP. Most of the people in the USA have only heard of Bitcoin, and most of the people in the world do not even understand cryptocurrency yet. This makes cryptocurrency investments very attractive because it just started as a new asset class with promising returns. If we go back a couple of years, Brett Garlinghouse talked a lot about Ripple and XRP, explaining to us why Ripple is so essential to making cross-border payments happen. In this interview, for example,
momentum, I think it really goes back to moving from that speculation that has driven the crypto market to utility, like solving problems for customers. And Ripple's been focused on that for a long time, and as that momentum builds, you're seeing more and more customers come on, more and more liquidity, and that's good for everybody in the ecosystem.
Why is 2020 that year, to your point, that pivotal moment where we look at the utility value here, perhaps, and differentiate from the speculative?
I think one of the reasons why 2020 will be very important is that regulatorily, that's a word, the clarity is getting better. And I mean that globally. Countries like Singapore and Thailand and Switzerland and Japan. I think the US has still an opportunity to do more there, but I think we will probably see that in 2020, and I think that helps catapult the whole industry. I also think you've gone from an industry that has been a little bit in the shadows and in a history of crypto.
Very much in the shadows.
Yeah, I remember actually, you and I were both at Davos, and someone early on in my arrival there, so it was like, crypto's still a bad word here. I was like,
it's a misunderstood word.
It is, and I think a lot of what I'm doing and a lot of what I did in Davos is meeting with regulators, meeting with very senior people at banks, and explaining to them how crypto can be used, how specifically XRP can be used to solve a real problem, not to circumvent regulation, not to circumvent any government. And I think once people understand that, they very quickly become disarmed. It's no longer a bad word.
Do they understand when you're talking, and you've sort of shifted the focus to on-demand liquidity and these cross-border transactions and facilitating faster, more efficient payments? Can they get a grip with that, perhaps more than the rest of it? Because I think for me that's something that, particularly from my view, is they get and understand.
Yeah, that is absolutely the case. And even in Davos, to be able to start to talk about that and put numbers on it. Last week, we did $54 million of XRP flows into Mexico. That's 7.5% of all flow from US dollar to Mexican peso.
You were 7% of the market.
Last week. And that's up from maybe 3% in December. So this is growing very quickly. And look, these are huge industries that can be made massively more efficient by using these new technologies.
Brett Garlinghouse knows that Ripple is bringing an evolution to the financial markets. In a couple of years, everyone will use RippleNet if they want to send money or make a payment without even knowing that. Tranglo, for example, is using RippleNet, but when someone makes a payment, they will not know that it is done while using RippleNet. Only the people who did some research on Ripple know that Tranglo is a Ripple partner. Elon Musk and even Bill Gates are all involved in the company Ripple because they know that XRP is not just any digital asset. Here you can see that Bill Gates is an investor in Ripple, and if you see this interview, he's actually talking about XRP.
I'm curious for your thoughts here, because Tesla could potentially make more money from its Bitcoin investment this year than profits from electric cars in all of 2020. What's your take on that? What's your Bitcoin take, and the fact that the price can just go up or down based on a simple tweet from him?
Well, look, Elon has tons of money and he's very sophisticated. So, I don't worry that, his Bitcoin will sort of randomly go up or down. I do think people get bought into these manias who may not have as much money to spare. So I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. And, my general thought would be that, if you have less money than Elon, you should probably watch out.
Why aren't you bullish on Bitcoin?
Look, there are things we invest in society that produce output. Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions. They're not reversible transactions. The Gates Foundation does a lot in terms of digital currency, but those are things where you can see who's making the transaction. So digital money is a good thing. And, there's a different approach that's local currency and attributed and, deals with all the money laundering and terrorism type regulations, and yet gives you the very the convenience and the low cost of transaction. And so, our foundation is very proud that in the pandemic, a lot of the countries we funded to do this were able to get money out to their citizens very, very efficiently. So that's something that it's not got the visibility of Bitcoin, but the move towards digital money that we're very engaged in is a super positive thing that eventually will get to even the poorest countries.
It is not easy to understand that Ripple is doing all of this behind the scenes and only a few people will become XRP millionaires simply because there are not a lot of people that see these facts. Elon Musk is keeping them busy with buying meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Ripple is signing partnerships literally every day with new banks and financial institutions. At the moment, Ripple is working together with more than 8,000 banks, and that is not a small number. Soon all the banks will have a CBDC and they will run on RippleNet using XRP cryptocurrency as a bridge to make payments easy, cheap. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it and do not forget to subscribe.